And lo and behold.
Who are you?
You must be Sam Fisher. I'm Anna Grimm's daughter. Pleased to meet you.
Third Echelon lead programmer.
You've done your homework.
Some of it. I'm still a little foggy on my OPSAT.
The Operation Satellite Uplink. Basically just a multi-million tax dollar PDA. But it'll tally everything you'll need to know to complete your missions. So make sure you're comfortable with the interface. No need to introduce yourself. I've already got an earful of your history from Lambert.
I'm not as mean as he says.
On the contrary, the man thinks you should be canonized.
What? The saint of shady causes.
I don't know. How about the saint of well-directed sins?
You were involved with Second Echelon, right?
Yeah, briefly. I had some ideological differences.
Like what?
It didn't respect the human element.
Were you there for the burnout in 2000?
Yeah. But I don't even have clearance to think about it. Good to meet you. Good luck on the course.
So I like the fact that they're supposed to be blinds, but they actually just look like shutters. So we also get to see, hey, were you here for Second Echelon? So First Echelon, the idea of that is that it's it was very traditional spycraft. One person going in, doing the work, a good analyst, this, that, the other. Kind of like the CIA, but with a little bit more authority and clearance to do, as Sam Fisher, like, you know, shady things. Wow, I didn't know I could clear that. All right, that's cool. Now, Second Echelon came in, and this is covered more in the book than it is within the game here. Second Echelon, Anna says, hey, we had ideological differences. It didn't respect the human element. So what she's saying there is Second Echelon was completely cyber-based. That's more intuitive there. Like I said, that comes in, I believe, in the original Splintercell book, before Operation Barracuda. So it kind of covers this game a little before, a little bit after. I'm currently going through and rereading them to make sure that I can give you guys as much accurate information in regards to the series as I can. So Second Echelon was 100% like, nope, here's a guy behind a computer, and that guy can do anything that any spy can do, you know, with little of anything else, right? That's all he... Sam, I need you to stick to the wall. There we go. That's all we need is a guy and a computer, and we can do everything. The only issue with that is, like, what happens when someone just writes something down? Like, that's the whole point that she says. Like, it's beaten by the human element. Some things you have to physically go get. If you notice, this is all declassified stuff, so... But the military, government are hyper against thumb drives. Like, if it connects as through a port to your computer, like, that is a big negative. You will not install that onto your computer because we don't know what it is or what it does and what you could have access to that way. Like, you want a wireless mouse? Not anymore, because it transmits. So you now have a USB device that transmits to a mouse. What did you smuggle in that mouse? What information could you take out and try to sneak past us? And then, like I said, writing stuff down. You'd be surprised how much information you can get just by writing things down. Like, you know, someone like leaves like, oh fuck, I can't remember my password again. Guess what? I'll just write it down and sticky note it over here, or tuck it up under my, you know, like, oh hey, you see right here where my desk is, and I pull out the drawer and I just tap it up in there, and it's just a sticky note. I just pull it down when I need it.
You're moving on into covert ops. The objective is to sneak through the area without being detected. We've got live bodies in there. Some of the top CIA instructors have kindly volunteered to be your victims.
All right, so this is where it tells me about my OPSEC right here. Like right here, see, I'm lit up. You can see me from everywhere. And then you look at that little filter on the left, and then you can see where it goes down as well. So that will tell me my goals and what else I can get from this this area. You will see me reference the OPSEC a lot. I will probably read most things I pick up.
next door is locked, Sam. You'll need to use your lockpicks to get through it.
So here is where I could have gotten some lockpicks. They would have had them given to me. Or I believe automatically here they actually go ahead and it's automatically in my backpack. And it's now like, oh, learn how to select it. Then you walk up to the door and you kind of hit RT like you would shoot a gun, but it's kind of your action button here.
This next door is keypad locked. The man guarding the door has the code to open it, but he's been instructed not to cooperate. Convince him otherwise.
And here we get to see our first set of stealth.
Hi there.
Hi.
You're not going easy on me, are you?
Not so tight. That hurts.
Sorry about that. What's the door code?
28469.
It was a pleasure working with you.
Likewise.
28469. Now, it's very rudimentary, the grapples in this game like that. In later games, it will be, you'll get like a, hey, this is a lethal takedown versus a non-lethal. In this game, everything is just a knockout. So, here's my one question, one of my critiques about this. This would make sense if it was black. Because here's the thing, this guy should now know I'm here, and that would drastically change the way they would behave.
This next door is retinal scanner locked. These things are cheap and near impossible to hack. Fortunately, it's just a matter of getting the right eyes to the scanner, usually an officer. The gentleman ahead is registered for the scanner. Convince him to open the door for you.
So here's the thing with retinal scanners. The eye scanners, the optic scanners that you see at an airport, where it takes a picture of your eyes and it matches you that way, it looks at more features of your face to match them with your card and final. To like find you and be like, oh yes, this is you, this is who you say you are. Retinal scanners, though, where they actually scan like irises and retina solely, can be completely overdone and no longer useful. Oh.
Sam, that's not the purpose of this part of the training. Let's try again.
My bad. My bad, guys. But let's say you had you typically have like a cup of coffee. So when you got your eyes registered and you did the scan, you did it on a singular cup of coffee. Now let's say one day you're going into that room that needs the iris scanner, and you've now done 4 cups of coffee. So your eyes are a little bit more constricted. Or maybe you didn't sleep as well. All of those things can actually play into that. Like that scanner right there, fear. Oh my god, I'm terrified shitless. Now your iris doesn't read right, something's off, and it no longer works. So you're right, they are inexpensive. They could be near impossible to hack, probably very much so. But at the same time, they actually wouldn't work like that. And the ones that like to scan your eyes, where they get more of a picture of your face, it's going to be a little bit easier here for you.
Let's work on stealth. Your gun should always be a last resort. Invisibility is your best weapon. We've got a network of photocells on your outfit connected to a visibility meter on your OPSAT. If the meter's at 4, you're lit up like a Dutch brothel. At 0, you're a ghost's shadow.
That still is my favorite line throughout this entire series is, 4, you're lit up like a Dutch brothel. At 0, you're a ghost shadow. It is so... Oh, missed. There we go. So, guys, you will notice in this game that the aiming is not very... Oh, son of a bitch.
I saw you on the monitor, Sam. Let's try that again.
I actually failed that one. Oh, yeah, okay, my bad. I know what I did wrong there. Let's try this again. But yeah, being a ghost shadow, the whole point of this game is, you know, I don't want you to even think that you can see me here, right? I want to be, completely invisible. I want to be not even thought of. So the idea of a ghost shadow where you don't even think about a ghost, right? Nobody ever thinks like, oh, there's probably a ghost here watching me, right? I want you to be a shadow for that. And it's still one of my favorite things. There's a great quote by a fan account for Splintercell on Twitter where the person goes like, stealth isn't, the art of being, unseen. It's not trying to be invisible. Stealth is to not even be looked for, right? Nobody's looking for you. That is true stealth.
Some cameras are more fragile, and all you'll need to do to get past them is shoot them.
And that's also, I think he's using the 5.7.
Sometimes the only way to pass a camera will be to stick to existing shadows and time your movements.
I do love that, here they're going to teach you a couple different things. Like, hey, you've got all types of cameras and things that you could have to deal with. I don't think you can get in there, but I'm not 100% sure. Because that's graded... No, okay, that's fine. We're just going to continue on.
Knock out the guard in the corridor and hide his body before the patrolling guard finds it.
Now, I will tell you guys, I'm not going to go for a full stealth run. I was thinking about it. I was toying back and forth with it. I want to try to play this as... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, as opportune, and I want it to still be a Let's Play. I don't...
Okay, now, Fisher, let's bring in another guard to evaluate your work.
I don't want it to be like, oh, I've got so many cuts and edits, and, you guys kind of get this, like, wow, this feels really scripted. Because I do like a Let's Play to still feel authentic. I'm not a video essayist. I don't have full breakdowns here for you. But I do want to make sure that it is something that I do cover here, is like, not play this.
Remember that discretion is critical to our operations. Covering up the evidence of your passing through will go a long way towards proving our usefulness in the field.
I want to make this as like I said, authentic. I don't want to make it feel super scripted, because you can find that. I do want to sell some of the content that is, hey, this is me, this is what I can create. Can I talk to you? And then I love the fact that you can just come in here and knock him out too. Like, it's something as simple as, you also are now a victim of Sam Fisher. I should also, turn off the light. I love how he goes in there and turns out the light when he's in there. But we get to continue on to the next area. Okay.
The next hallway's the same idea, but for sound. I'll be monitoring a few hidden mics.
I love how it says I'll be monitoring you on some hidden mics, and they're just hanging there.
Not quite soft enough. Give it another shot.
Alright, I will tell you guys this one is one that always gets me. Hang on. Blah, blah. Also remember that the slower you move, the quieter you are. Crouch B will be much quieter, while crouch moving slowly, you will also perform a quiet landing. Okay, so it should just be, if I'm crouched, it'll work. Alright. sometimes it can still be hit or miss there. And then, of course, you got these chains here. Any bump of any of this, and it will actually just disqualify you, and you'll go right back to the beginning of it. Now, I will sit here and tell you, I don't think that this is used anywhere in the game other than here. Right? This is the only time I think that you actually walk across stuff on the ground that creates noise.
Have you started yet? Fisher, holy Christmas, you're at the end. Phenomenal work. Let's move on.
That's gotta be him.
Yep. Sam Fisher, let me introduce you to Vernon Wilkes Jr.
Hello.
Hey, I've heard crazy things about your work.
I hope you don't mind. I told him some of your stories from Kuwait.
We're all friends here.
Right on.
Junior Wilkes is a longtime NSA employee.
I love the look.
Wings and weapons. He coordinates transportation and equipment.
Great.
For sure. Man, you must be itching to get back out in the field, huh?
It's all I'm good at.
Well, it's all we need. Welcome to the NSA.
I'm sure things are going to come together famously. Third Echelon is a brand new initiative, and we're going to have a lot to prove.
Right.
The two of you will be Third Echelon's first team on the ground. Be ready for it, and do us proud. Welcome to the NSA.
So here we do get a little bit of Sam Fisher where he says it's all he's good at. If you guys have played the series, you know he has a daughter. Not that he's a bad dad, but there is a real big disconnect for a lot of service people and their families because, and this comes up really heavily when people were like, Blacklist didn't make sense to happen. Why did Fisher go back? And I'm going to cover that when I go through Conviction and then when I go through Blacklist. I have qualms with the stories, but thematically there are some things that make sense as why that happens. Congratulations, Fisher. You have demonstrated that you are the right man to spearhead the NSA's Third Echelon initiative. The onus will be on you to prove the worth of deploying solo covert operatives by gathering intelligence in the field and taking deliberate action based on that intelligence. Welcome to the NSA.